Let us discuss electric potential energy of a system of point charges. We are considering point charges initially at infinite distances and at rest, and we assemble a system of point charges in which point charges they are at finite distances and they are also at rest. In assembling such a type of system, the external work done is defined as electric potential energy of the system. Electric potential energy of a system of point charges. Point charges, initially they are at infinite distances, and from there we bring in the point charges at finite distances. In assembling the system, external work is done. This external work done, it is equal to the electric potential energy of the system. Here we assume that electric charges they are at rest both when they were at infinite distances and also when they have come at finite distances. Electric potential energy of a system of fixed point charges is equal to the work done by an external agent to assemble the system. That is bringing in each charge from an infinite distance finite distance. That is electric potential energy of system of point charges U is equal to work done externally in assembling the system. Here we assume when charges they are at infinite distances, potential energy of the system is zero. If there is only 1 point charge, then there is no meaning of electric potential energy until and unless if it is placed in the field of other charges. Means we can talk about electric potential energy of a system having at least 2 point charges. If only there is 1 point charge and there is no electric field of any other charge, and also there is no other charge near it, then there is no meaning of electric potential energy. So let us consider number 1, electric potential energy of a system of 2 point charges. Consider 2 point charges Q1 and Q2. Initially they are at infinite distance apart and they are at rest, and we want to assemble a system of 2 point charges in which Q1 is placed at position vector r1 and Q2 is placed at position vector r2. So now let us calculate work done in assembling the system. Consider 2 point charges Q1 and Q2. Initially at infinite distance away from each other, and at rest. Work done by external force in bringing Q1 at position vector r1. Say this point has position vector r1 and we are bringing charge Q1 from infinity to this position. Since at this position there is no electric field, no electric potential, so work done in bringing charge Q1 from infinity to this position is zero. Work done by external force in bringing Q1 at R1, W1, it is equal to 0. We have placed Q1 at position vector R1. Now, let us bring charge Q2 from infinity to this position R2. Since at this position vector R2 there is potential of charge Q1, so work has to be done in bringing charge Q2 from infinity to this position. And here at this position vector R2, potential due to charge Q1, say it is V1 R2. V1 R2, it represents potential at position vector R2 due to charge Q1. And you know, potential at a point, it is defined as work done externally in bringing unit charge from infinity to that point. So V1 R2, it represents work done per unit charge, and here we are bringing charge Q2 from infinity to this position. So in this step, work done by external force in bringing Q2 at R2. When Q1 is present at R1, W2 is equal to Q2 multiplied V1 R2, because V1 R2, it represents work done per unit charge by applied force in bringing the charge from infinity to this position. And here we are bringing charge Q2 from infinity to this position. So work done is W2 is equal to Q2 multiplied by V1 R2, and it is equal to V1 R2, it is the potential of charge Q1 at position vector R2, and distance between Q1 and Q2, say it is R12. So potential of charge Q1 at position vector R2, it is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 upon R12. One upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 divided by R12. So we have assembled system of 2-point charges, Q1 at position R1, Q2 at position R2. And now these charges, they are at rest. Total external work done, it is the potential energy of the system of the 2-point charges. Net external work done. Net external work done in assembling the system of 2-point charges, W external, it is equal to W1 plus W2. W1 it is 0 and W2 is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 divided by R12. So this is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 divided by R12. And this external work done, it is equal to potential energy of the system of 2-point charges. So electric potential energy of the system of 2-point charges U12. Here 12 represents two charges Q1 and Q2. So U12 it is equal to W external and it is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 divided by R12. Or we can write U12 is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 divided by R12. It is the distance between charges Q1 and Q2 and it is equal to mode of R1 vector minus R2 vector. And from here you can see, depending on sign of charges Q1 and Q2, U12 it may be positive or negative. If Q1 Q2 product it is greater than 0, that is both charges they have same sign, either they are positive charges or they are negative charges. In this case U12 it is greater than 0, that is potential energy of the system is positive. If Q1 Q2 product it is less than 0, that is one charge is positive, other charge is negative. In this case potential energy of the system it is negative. Now let us calculate electric potential energy of a system of 3-point charges. Electric potential energy of a system of 3-point charges Consider three-point charges Q1, Q2 and Q3. At infinite distances, and at rest. Let us calculate work done externally in bringing charge Q1 at position vector R1, Q2 at position vector R2 and Q3 at position vector R3. So this is, say, position vector of this point, say, is R1, and here at this point, at this time, there is no electric field and no electric potential. So work done in bringing charge Q1 from infinity to this point is 0. Work done by external force in bringing charge Q1 from infinity to position vector R1, this work done W1, it is 0, as there is no electric field and hence no electric potential at this point initially. Now we have placed Q1 at R1 vector position, and next we are bringing charge Q2, say, at position vector R2. This point represents position vector R2, and at this position there is potential due to charge Q1, and say this potential is V1 R2. This means work has to be done in bringing a charge from infinity to this position. Work done by external force in bringing charge Q2 from infinity to position R2. This work done W2 is equal to Q2 multiplied by V1 R2. Because you know potential at a point, it represents work done per unit charge externally in bringing the charge from infinity to that point. So V1 R2, it represents work done per unit charge in bringing charge from infinity to this point. And we are bringing here charge Q2 from infinity to this position. So work done W2 is equal to Q2 multiplied by V1 R2 and it is equal to Q2 V1 R2. It is the potential at position R2 due to charge Q1. And say this distance between Q1 and Q2, it is R12. So potential V1 R2, it is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 divided by R12. So we have W2 is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 upon R12. So Q1 we have placed at R1 position, Q2 at R2 position. Now our task is left to bring the charge Q3 from infinity to position R3. So this point represents R3 position vector. And here at this position there is potential due to charge Q1 as well as potential due to charge Q2. Potential of charge Q1, it is V1 R3. Potential due to charge Q2 at this position, it is V2 R3. Net potential at this position, it is algebraic sum of the two potentials. So V1 R3 plus V2 R3, it represents net potential due to charges Q1 and Q2 at position vector R3. Work done by external force in bringing charge Q3 from infinity to R3 position vector, W3 is equal to, so it is equal to Q3 multiplied by V1 R3 plus V2 R3. Since net potential due to charges Q1 and Q2 at position R3, it is V1 R3 plus V2 R3 and it represents work done per unit charge in bringing charge from infinity to this position. And here we are actually bringing charge Q3 from infinity to this position. So work done, it is equal to Q3 multiplied by this net potential, and it is equal to Q3 multiplied by V1 R3, potential at position R3 due to charge Q1. It is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 divided by R31, distance between Q1 and Q3. Here we have brought Q3 plus V2 R3 this distance between Q2 and Q3, say it is R23. So V2 R3, it is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q2 upon R23. So it is W3. Net work done by external force in assembling the system W external is equal to W1 plus W2 plus W3, and W1 is 0, W2 it is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught, Q1 Q2 divided by R12 plus W3 it is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught, Q3 Q1 divided by R31 plus 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught, Q2 Q3 divided by R23. So net work done, W external, it is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught multiplied by Q1 Q2 upon R12 plus Q2 Q3 upon R23 plus Q3 Q1 upon R31. And you know, potential energy of system of point charges, it is equal to net external work done. So electric potential energy of the system of 3-point charges U123 is equal to W external, and it is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 divided by R12 plus Q2 Q3 divided by R23 plus Q3 Q1 divided by R31. Or you can also write U123 is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 upon R1 minus R2 vector mode plus Q2 Q3 R2 vector minus R3 vector mode plus Q3 Q1 R3 vector minus R1 vector mode. So this is how we can calculate potential energy of a system of 3-point charges. Similarly, we can also calculate potential energy of a system of 4-point charges. Similarly, you can calculate potential energy of a system of 4-point charges. Electric potential energy of a system of 4-point charges. U1234 is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 upon R12 plus Q2 Q3 upon R23 plus Q3 Q1 upon R31 plus Q1 Q4 upon R14 plus Q2 Q4 upon R24 plus Q3 Q4 upon R34.